Hey everyone, today I will be diving into why Fortnite is killing Save the World. First of all, if you don't know what Save the World is, it is the mode that honestly started off Fortnite in the first place. It is a game mode of PvE, which if you don't know is players versus AI or enemies, not against each other, where you work together with friends or by yourself to defeat zombies, complete missions, and in general save the world from chaos. To put it shortly, it's a time-consuming game mode that takes quite a while to fully complete the story, and it can be quite repetitive, but honestly, extremely fun with friends. Save the World was also the flagship game mode of Fortnite, and honestly, it seems to be the main focus at the beginning. It was a paid game mode in early access, which they promised to make free in the future. However, when Battle Royale was released and exploded in popularity, Save the World was completely left in the dust, slowly receiving less and less updates and attention than before. Honestly, there's so many complaints from the Save the World community, and the Save the World community in general has just been complaining about how the extreme decline in updates has killed the game mode, which you can see from the numbers. It's been years and years since there's barely been updates, and it just continues to divide and drop and drop and drop in player count. Yet it's still a higher player count than things like Rocket Racing and even some other game modes as well, which just shows how caring and actual focus the people of Save the World are on the game mode, yet it still receives no updates. And Battle Royale just continues to get consistent updates every other week, and obviously they have new seasons dropping every few months and exciting collabs and constant bug fixes, whereas Save the World seems to get little to none besides the once every few months holiday event that's been recycled for the past few years. Although, in 2020, Epic Games declared Save the World to be fully out of early access, which completely marked a shift to them just completely not caring about the game mode, actually. And they just stopped focusing on updating it, and they kind of just kept it running instead of working on it, and just completely ignored the game mode for the most part, besides a bug fix here and there. Like, the promised features of the game mode, such as a new area, which we saw from the materials and other things that are in people's inventories that were gained, but they're just sitting there in people's inventories as collector's items because they were never used, because the game mode never came to fruition and they just completely left it in the dust. No new missions, no new nothing, just the average holiday event every once in a while. And honestly, this is the main reason Fortnite wants to get rid of Save the World, and it seems to be due to V-Bucks being earned in Save the World, which can obviously be spent in Battle Royale. And it created a huge issue for Epic Games, as players could grind Save the World to earn V-Bucks instead of purchasing them with real money, which causes which has caused a loss in revenue for Epic. For example, in this year alone, you could have earned a total of 41,870 V-Bucks, which is equivalent to around $377, and around 29,200 of those V-Bucks are from daily quests. You can get one per day. And the other is from 12,675 V-Bucks is from mission alerts that can happen at random, which you can complete. There are bots on Discords and things like that, and even Twitter posts to update you on when those happen. And players flock to them as soon as they come, because, you know, it's free V-Bucks, why not? Although, the only way to get the daily quest nowadays would be to have Save the World Founders Edition, which a lot of people did get back in the day, but obviously it's not buyable now. You can't see it in the shop. The only Save the World buyable things would be to get the quest packs, or the Save the World packs, which you just get the game mode. You don't get access to any of the V-Bucks or anything like that. And if you wanted to get a code nowadays, you would be looking at upwards of $200 into buying a code for it, which is still realistically profitable over a year if you consistently do your daily quest and even the mission alerts. But Epic completely removed being able to buy it and get those daily rewards, which in fact, there used to be just a daily system where you could log in to Save the World and just claim a free reward each day. But now it's turned into just a daily quest. And you would get V-Bucks from time to time with those daily rewards. But it seems kind of Epic has kind of given up on this game mode, not only because they can't profitize it as much due to not having cosmetics like a shop or anything like that. The only thing they made money off of it was selling access to it, which in the grand scheme of things isn't the best way to make money for them in comparison to Battle Royale or things like that, where they're making constant money from people buying new cosmetics. And this lost revenue given to Epic Games from the free V-Bucks, as people aren't buying them, they're just, you know, getting them from rewards. It's almost an incentive for them to stop supporting Save the World and just kind of let it fizzle out and die, which, you know, it seems like they've been trying to do over the past 4 years, but they've honestly kind of struggled. And it's kind of funny that the Save the World community is just so strong in that aspect of being able to still continue even though there's so many things wrong with it. I mean, obviously the game isn't completely broken, but there's so many bugs and things like that that are just making it a lot less fun. And then on top of a lot of people already completing the game and just having nothing else to do, so they just do their dailies and then get off of it and go play something else because there's nothing left to grind for them because there hasn't been updates in 4 years. And honestly, the Save the World community has been extremely vocal about the issues with the Save the World through Reddit, through other things, through even contacting Epic Games. There's even a whole Trello covering all the bugs that need to be fixed. And to be honest, a lot of them don't get fixed, unless it seems like the only bugs they really fix are the ones that actually benefit players. It's just kind of funny to me that they only focus on things that are actually useful. For instance, the trap stacking bug, which allowed players to do extra damage, now was fixed recently, although they just completely ignore bugs that actually ruin people's playing and just kind of ruins their vibe. And a lot of the Save the World community feels genuinely abandoned by Epic, which, I mean, it's true. They kind of have been abandoned, whereas Epic are doing other things such as Battle Royale, Rocket Racing, Festival, everything else. They have so many other game modes now, and they just pay attention zero to Save the World at this point. And honestly, the game mode that started it all, I feel like deserves more than that. Potential was there for the game mode, and it was just it just was never really prioritized or looked at by Epic. And with them losing revenue from it as well, it seems like their incentive for keeping it updated has dropped down a cliff. Save the World genuinely deserves better in my opinion, as it is the founding father overall of Fortnite, and it was the thing that brought to fruition Fortnite. Although Battle Royale did blow up the game and take it off, there was those people before that I feel like deserve it, and the people even now that are still playing it. And they may lose some money from it, but they could easily add small cosmetics. Who knows? A med bot they could add cosmetic for, I don't know. Cosmetics to the walls for building, I don't know. There's little things they could do that could just be stupid and fun. Little cosmetics. Obviously, I don't think they should do anything to make it pay to win. That would be absurd. But just maybe even some Save the World exclusive cosmetics where like you have to buy something and Save the World and you get it. Like I just feel like there's something that they could do. There's something they could do. They don't even need that revenue, honestly. They could put the money into Save the World and actually make it big again and actually make profit from it instead of just letting it die out and fizzle out. And it's honestly kind of disrespectful to people who play Save the World. And hopefully one day we will get updates back in Save the World. And honestly, for now, all we can do is continue to push Epic, tell them we want updates from the game mode, and continue to be active in it, and even showcase the bugs to them, and hopefully they will one day fix it. Thank you for listening, and I'm out.